Hey, what's up, guys? Max here, and let's talk about the season we just completed, which is season 14 in Battlegrounds. One of the most interesting seasons for me. I was actually struggling a lot this entire season. Battlegrounds at the end, I couldn't manage to keep a very high win streak. I would win 2, maybe 3 in a row, and then I would go out and lose 5 in a row, and then go on a win, lose kind of a situation with this meta. I can kind of say like a lot of it had to do with accidental parries. I would get stunned, AI cooperation, but majority of it was I was dashing back, and I would kind of like, the AI dashes at you. And my instant reaction would be to block, which trigger a parry, week 14 was really, looking at the node here. Let's bring it up here on the screen right now. So looking at the node combination, Safeguard made these fights last a long time. There was a couple of record fights that I was able to do in like 40 seconds, maybe high 40 seconds with Venom, with Werewolf, a couple of champions that were really good. Actually, Werewolf was about 50 seconds, I think. The Safeguard really brought a halt to a lot of the nukes in this, just overall in Battlegrounds, and really made these fights last longer, which basically made more chances of making mistakes. So the more mistakes you make in Battlegrounds, a little chip damage, a block damage you take, health loss, you take 10, 15% loss. That gives an opportunity to your opponent to basically take on the W because, let's say, they played perfectly, right? And Battlegrounds kind of at least for this last season was about perfect gameplay. Like if you played it perfectly and your opponent didn't, then you took on the W, right? The stunning reflection, which is what I was just saying, like that parry. Oh my gosh. That's what I was constantly dealing with. I did try to keep a track on the debuffs, right? If you afflicted them with the poison, you basically removed it and had a cooldown timer where it would come back up. But it was an interesting combination. Not bad, nothing like that I hated and I just didn't enjoy playing or something like this. I played it a lot, actually. I managed to get quite a good amount of points for the season. I don't think it was like the highest, and I think overall the scores for like solo scores are going down and down. I don't think you see that many players now putting up like 1 million, 2 million points, as it was at the beginning of this of Battlegrounds. But let me show you guys actually my score here. So my overall score here at the end, I ended up leaving. I took a screenshot here at 382. So what ended up happening is last night I put on a stream and that I was going to play Battlegrounds with maybe 1 or 2 full energy refills. I was in Mysterium 1, and I kept going from Mysterium 1 down to like Mysterium 2, up to Mysterium 1, to Celestial 6, and then back down into Mysterium 1. I could not keep a spot in Celestial 6. So last night when we were fighting and we managed to keep one spot in Celestial 6 fairly high, I think I was at a 56 if I remember correctly. I was very happy with that, and I was like, dude, we went on a win streak. We are number 56 out of the top 100 in Celestial 6. I think I'm going to keep this spot. And I didn't play, and that was around like 10 p.m., so with like about 12 hours still left in the season. And at the end of the season here, within 2 minutes or so, or minute before it ended, from 57, like I said, I like people were still playing while I was sleeping. They bumped me up to like number 87, but still keeping me in Celestial 6 in the top 100. So that was, I was on the fence of almost not getting Celestial 6 rewards. This would have been probably my first season since really just focusing up in Battlegrounds. At the beginning, it was like Mysterium 1. It was really hard. Season 1, 2, 3, I think. But I think like season 4 and 5, if I remember correctly, is where I started like guaranteeing Celestial 5, Celestial 6 placements pretty consistently. And this season 14 is, like I said, it was pretty interesting for me. And I don't know if a lot of people had the same feelings or the same kind of like situation with it, but overall, yeah, it was pretty tough. But we managed to get into Celestial 6, so that opening and rewards are coming soon as they dropped in game. But yeah, let me know, you guys, your thoughts and comments. Who were your best attackers overall? I kind of had my deck built out. Didn't really do too much mastery changes this meta. I felt like maybe that could have tweaked it a little bit. I had a lot of Mystic champions in there, so I ran MD 5 out of 5, which I think I could have probably gone away from running MD and just put some points elsewhere. But like I said, I don't know. I kind of like, those are little things that you tweak in your deck, depending on your deck, to kind of give you a little bit of an edge or a little bit of an advantage. But overall, like I said, I had fun. It was a fun season. So looking forward to season 15, which is coming up, and kind of was doing some brainstorming when it comes to like the node combination, what you're going to want to have. Offensively, definitely take advantage of the skill attackers that are going to be able to purify those non-damaging debuffs, which are going to be basically guaranteed applied, because you're going to be dashing back, whether the defensive AI gets a special one and you need to evade it, or you just accidentally dash back right out the gate instead of doing a parry. So you're going to want to have those skill champions. A lot of skill champions that shrug off debuffs too as well are going to be crucial. But there's going to be, your kind of like other champs. So I think we're going to go back to a meta where if you play it right, you might be able to nuke certain champions. I want to see how Ghost does, because she might be really good in certain situations here in this, possibly. But yeah, like I said, we'll take a look at all that. And so there's a lot of materials that I'm going to be saving up again for week 3 and 4 of next season. And yeah, it should be good. Week 1 and 2, it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to do any rank ups for 1 and 2, but once we get into 3 and 4, that is kind of when the rank ups come for sure. But guys, take care. Wanted to make a little video just on my thoughts overall when it comes to the season, my placement, and yeah, we're going to be looking at the rewards here in a couple of days. Peace.